My wife said, "I'm moving out tonight. Don't contact me again." I replied, "Fine." Then I canceled her credit cards and cut all financial support. 3 days later, she was at my door begging. I'm Logan, 38 male. Last Tuesday around 7 p.m. my wife, Alexis, 35, dropped a bomb. We were in the kitchen. I was making pasta. She was on her phone, looking like she'd rather be anywhere else. Pretty standard evening, to be honest. Then out of nowhere, "I'm moving out tonight." I stopped stirring, looked at her. She wasn't looking at me, still glued to her phone. "Okay," I said. "What, Ed? Argue? Plead? Not me. If someone wants to walk, I hold the door." She finally looked up, a flicker of surprise, annoyance. I wasn't causing a scene. "That's it? Okay. You said you're moving out. What am I supposed to do? Chain you up? I need space. I'm not happy." "Clearly," I said, nodding to the half-packed duffel bag by the kitchen island I just noticed. She'd been planning. This wasn't spur of the moment. "I'm serious, Logan. I'll get my main things later. Don't contact me. I'll contact you when I'm ready to talk about the rest." The rest meaning divorce, I figured. "Fine," I said. And that was it. She grabbed her bag, purse, keys to her car, which I paid off last year, but whatever, her name, and walked out. No glance back. Door clicked. Silence. Pasta water boiled over 10 minutes, numb. Then, clarity. She wanted out. Her decision. Fine. My turn to make decisions. I turned off the stove, grabbed my laptop. First, her supplementary Amex Platinum linked to my account. She loved that card. Snip. Cancelled. Reason, cardholder no longer authorized. Next, her Visa, also supplementary on another account. Snip. Gone. Then, the automatic monthly transfer, a generous sum from my main checking to her personal account. For her personal spending, self-care. Her part-time styling job didn't cover her tastes. My income supported our lifestyle. Transfer scheduled for next week. Snip. Cancelled. Phone plan, family, my name, her line active. Left it for now, a tiny thread. But no more international roaming for her inspiration trips. Disabled. Car insurance. Paid up for 3 months? I deal with that later. Pragmatic, not monstrous. It wasn't anger, not really. It was consequences. Actions, reactions. She wanted out? Fine. She was out. All the way. She couldn't have the freedom and my funded comfort. I ate burnt pasta. Alone. Tasted like ash. Slept surprisingly well. Update. 3 days since Alexis walked. Blessed quiet. Tidied up. Ditched her clutter. So many old face cream tubs. Watched my shows on the big TV. Small wins. Hadn't heard a peep. As requested. Then tonight 9 p.m. a knock. Insistent. Thump thump thump. Peephole. Yep. Alexis. Flustered. Hair messy. No designer jacket. Just a generic hoodie. I opened the door. "Logan," she said, breathless. "Alexis," I replied, calm, cool, like she was a neighbor asking for sugar. "My card was declined," she blurted. "The Amex, at dinner." "Ah, dinner. Not starving then." "Right," I said. "I canceled it." Her jaw dropped. "You what? Why?" The entitlement already radiating. "You moved out," Alexis said. "Don't contact me. That card is mine, for my household. You're not part of it, your choice." "But I needed that. I had dinner with Vincent. It was so embarrassing." "Vincent? A friend. Has a name, and apparently he wasn't paying. Interesting." "Sounds like a you and Vincent problem," I said. Stayed in the doorway. No invite. "Logan, this isn't fair. I need money. My Visa isn't working either." "Also canceled," I confirmed. "And the transfer. The monthly transfer didn't come through," she wailed. Tears starting. Crocodile. Or maybe shock of reality hitting her designer handbag. "Correct again. That was your allowance as my wife in my home, part of our life. You ended that arrangement." A flicker of vulnerability. A decade gone in a fine. Then I remembered her face, phone glued, nuking our marriage. Vulnerability gone. Resolve firmed. "You can't just cut me off," she insisted, voice rising. "We're married. Marital assets?" "We are, and I'm not touching actual marital assets. Your car is yours, paid off. Your personal bank account is yours. This house is mine, premarital, you know that. The credit cards were supplementary on my accounts. The allowance was a gift, not an obligation, especially now. I'd already chatted with a lawyer friend. Keep it clean. But I need things, expenses. Talk to Vincent, or increase your boutique hours." Her face twisted. "Vincent is helping with a place to stay, that's all. He's a friend. You're being awful." "Pragmatic, Alexis. You wanted independence. You got it. All of it." She stared, fury and disbelief. "I can't believe you're doing this, after everything. After you walked out with no discussion, no warning, just don't contact me?" I finally pushed off the doorframe. "You made your bed, Alexis. Lie in it, without my thread count." Sobs then. Real, heaving. Please, Logan, just until I get on my feet, turn the cards back on, just for a week. No, not cruel, just fact. That door is closed. You closed it. She swiped at tears, face hardening. You'll regret this, Logan. Already regretting 10 years, Alexis. This, just housekeeping. I started to close the door. I'll get a lawyer, she shrieked. You do that, I said, gently shutting the door. Heard a frustrated scream, stomping away. Deep breath. Okay, round 1. The begging was indignant, demanding, not surprised. Poured a whiskey. This was going to get uglier. Update. Over a week since Alexis's doorstep drama. You'll regret this, and I'll get a lawyer, echoed a bit, but mostly, peace didn't last. Alexis, bless her entitled heart, upped her game. First, calls to my work. My receptionist, Kayla, getting a big Christmas bonus, said Alexis called 3 times Monday, demanding to speak to me about an urgent financial matter. Each time, Kayla, he's in a meeting. I didn't call back. Kayla said she sounded increasingly agitated, shrill even. Oh well. Then mutual friends. Texts, mostly her circle. Alexis is upset, talk to her. Logan, what's up? Alexis said you cut her off. Harsh. Short, polite version. Alexis ended our marriage, moved out, respected her wish for no contact, adjusted finances, private matter. Most backed off, a couple pushed, sided with her. Blocked, no time for flying monkeys. Real fireworks, her sister Marilyn. Oh my goodness. If Alexis is entitlement, Marilyn is entitlement squared with a megaphone. Tuesday night, blocked number. Marilyn, usually ignore but had a feeling. Logan, it's Marilyn. Nails on a chalkboard. Marilyn, I said, monotone. What on earth do you think you're doing to my sister? She screeched. Respecting her decision to leave me. By starving her? Throwing her out? She walked. Last I checked, dining with Vincent. She has a job, her own savings, plus whatever friend Vincent provides. This was where the first dirty trick came in. Marilyn snorted. Vincent is a friend. He can't support her. She needs her allowance, her lifestyle. You can't just change that. She's used to a certain standard. Internally, give me a break. Externally, cool. The standard I provided, yes. Contingent on her being my wife. She opted out. She'll take you for everything, Marilyn threatened. Welcome to try. Consulted an attorney. Position secure, especially given her abandonment and new arrangements. Emphasized, new arrangements. You're a monster, Logan. Controlling, manipulative. Says the woman whose sister nuked a marriage, then got outraged when the free ride stopped. Okay, Marilyn. Sputtering. Alexis is vulnerable. Maybe she made a mistake, but you need to support her. A mistake? Cold laugh. Walking out, don't contact me wasn't a mistake, a declaration. I accepted. Her only mistake was assuming she could have her cake, eat it too, and have me pay for the bakery. Then Marilyn. She needs her things, clothes, shoes, good jewelry. Don't touch her stuff. Her belongings are here. She can arrange collection, neutral third-party welcome, or movers. She tried to come by yesterday when you were at work, but you've changed the locks, Marilyn accused. Bingo. Dirty trick number 2. Alexis tried to sneak in. Good thing I'd called a locksmith. $200 well spent for peace of mind. Yes, my house, Marilyn. Alexis chose to leave, told me not to contact her. I secured my property. No legal right to enter without permission. Marilyn shrieked incoherently, hung up. The sheer, unadulterated entitlement was breathtaking. They genuinely believed Alexis could upend my life and I'd keep funding her new one. Smaller things. Alexis Venmo requested $500. Emergency. Need help. Declined. Request denied. Contact Vincent. Petty? Maybe. Satisfying? Absolutely. Tearful voicemail. Must have unblocked me. About me being cruel. She just needed a little help to transition. Transition to what? Self-sufficiency? Her journey? Her funding? Deleted. The lock change hit me. Not the act, but knowing I needed to. That the woman I'd shared a decade with might sneak in. Stung. Brief sadness then. Nope, protect myself. My lawyer friend Russell finally got the full story. Chuckled about Marilyn and Venmo. Dude, she's testing boundaries. Hold firm. They sound like a piece of work. Advised documenting everything. Calls, texts, money attempts. Got a spreadsheet. CYA. Not budging. Not an inch. Her mess. She cleans it, or Vincent, or Marilyn. My Alexis support fund is permanently closed. Feeling lighter. Weight lifted. Shock gone. Just calm, steady resolve. Not even revenge in the movie villain sense. Self-preservation, logical consequences. She detonated the bridge, then got mad she couldn't stroll back for supplies. Her next move? Who knows? I'm ready. Update. Couple of months now. Life has a new rhythm. Quieter, more predictable, much better. Dust settled, but not how Alexis or Marilyn hoped. After failed house entries and ignored Venmo requests, Alexis's tactics got desperate, then fizzled. She got a lawyer, sent a stern letter, her rightful share, spousal support, emotional distress. My lawyer, Judith, hired properly now, just about laughed. Judith's response, polite, firm, nice try. Your client abandoned the home, ended the marriage, got an offer to collect belongings, lives with new partner. My client acted reasonably, protecting his separate property and ceasing voluntary financial support tied to the marriage. Detailed house as premarital, my income mine, her job savings hers. Reiterated offer for her to collect belongings with an appointment. Dirty tricks continued briefly. Heard Alexis badmouthed me, abusive, no, controlling with money, because I wouldn't fund life with Vincent. Threw her out with nothing. Narrative kept shifting. Exhausting, even secondhand. Marilyn posted vague social media comments about men who discard loyal women. Aimed at me. Didn't engage, screenshots taken. For the record, the revenge, if you call it that, wasn't some grand scheme. Didn't need one. My revenge was Alexis experiencing the full, unadulterated consequences of her choices, sans my safety net. She scheduled collection. Vincent came. Looked uncomfortable, like a guy dragged into a stranger's mess. He mostly stared at his shoes while Alexis and Marilyn, there for moral support and to snag extras, packed. My friend Russell was there. Judith sent a paralegal to observe. Tense. Alexis tried claiming items clearly mine or joint ones I'd paid for. That's mine, Logan, she'd say. No, Alexis, gift to me from my parents. Or, receipt shows my account before you liked it. Paralegal, perhaps set aside, discussed through counsel if disputed. Mostly, clothes, shoes, so many, makeup, decor. Marilyn snide, keeping that cheap face, Alexis loved that. Gift from my late grandmother. Ignored her. Russell nearly eye-rolled into next week. Most satisfying, watching them try to cram suitcases, shoeboxes, and bags into Vincent's small hatchback. Real-life Tetris, they were losing. Vincent stressed, Alexis near tears, Marilyn misdirecting traffic. Didn't offer help. Watched from doorway, sipping coffee. Aftermath for Alexis, small-town people talk. Vincent wasn't wealthy, just a guy, rented apartment, own budget. Friend helping out, tired of it when Alexis expected her old lifestyle funded. Their friendship cooled considerably once my tap was off. Surprise. Alexis got a full-time job. Department store cosmetics counter. Respectable but worlds away from her leisure and inspiration trips. Her car? Couldn't afford insurance, maintenance. Up for sale a month ago. Moved into a small apartment share. Marilyn not footing bills either. Did she realize her mistake? Doubtful. Entitled people rarely do. They blame others. I'm sure I'm the villain in her version. Fine by me. She detonated a decade of marriage with casual indifference. Expected to walk scot-free, landing softly, funded by me. Astounding arrogance. As for me, I managed to sell the house. Thankfully, that moved faster than I expected. Too many memories there, and it was too big for one person. I'm currently in a decent short-term rental and have just put an offer on a smaller place, closer to my work. It's looking good, and soon it'll be mine. The divorce is proceeding. Straightforward, no kids, house premarital, her earning potential is there. Judith confident Alexis won't get much beyond her own stuff. Maybe tiny, short-term alimony, if any. Unlikely. Her lawyer's bluster calmed. Days I feel a twinge, not regret for my actions, but sadness for wasted years. For who I thought she was. Passes quickly. Best revenge isn't loud, it's quiet, living well, standing firm, letting her deal with her mess. She wanted out? I gave her exactly that. All of it. And the peace, truly priceless. Thanks for listening, Reddit. Help to write it down. If you're going through similar, stay calm, know your rights, don't let them bully you. Their choices, their consequences. Peace out.